welcome to our new current Infonar. We are having this Infonar and it's becoming popular every time we hold it. And last Infonar, we had a whopping 1,331 ultimate viewership. So that was extremely good. Thank you everybody for joining us virtually. We would want you all to be more closer to us and become members of CMIC group. And we will start today's Infonar. Dr. Piyush Gupta, our president, Indian Academy of Pediatrics in absentia. Dr. Bakul Parekh, our past president of IAP in absentia, and Dr. Ramesh Kumar, our president-elect in absentia. Dr. Ramesh Kumar said he was busy, he would not be able to come, but the others had told us that they will join. Dr. Basavraj, also our honorary secretary in absentia, he had also promised to join. Maybe he will be joining in between. Our dignitaries, our guest speaker today, Dr. Thilumalai Kolundu, and Dr. Ajay Kumar, Dr. Jagdish Chinnappa, Dr. Sanjeev, Dr. Bakulesh Chauhan, Dr. Subhendu De, and my good friend, Dr. Samir Shah, our secretary. So welcome all of you. And with this, I'll ask Dr. Samir to introduce our dignitaries, our speakers, and we'll start off the session straight away.
So before that, I just requesting Dr. Sanjeev Goel to give brief about today's topic.
So I welcome everyone. As already told, we have a long session ahead. So the purpose of our computer group is to impart digital. Initially, we started with computer knowledge. Now I think all are experts in computer, so we are imparting now digital knowledge in whatever form. Whether it is about practice, whether it is about using the latest technology. Of late, we have been obsessed by making money or managing money. So last session we had a general broad view about what we can do about personal finances, because this is one field about personal management of personal finances which is often missed, and we do not give it so much of importance. And last time we had a good session on managing our personal finances. And we thought that with such a good attendance, let us continue this and have some hands-on. Like last time we knew what to do, how to do, why to do, what not to do, what technology can do, what technology cannot do, where to seek expert advice. Now we are going to have Dr. Ajay and Dr. Thirumalai, who are going to speak exactly what we can do. And let me tell you personally that I have been benefited by at least 3 lakh rupees since the last attending the webinar. So though I think that I don't miss many of the things, let me be true to all of you that when I really studied my e-statement, I found that some of the mutual funds were I was holding for more than 15 years, which I was not aware of. So immediately I took hold of those mutual funds. I started writing. Some of them did not have KYC. So I discovered that I was richer by 3 lakh rupees, although that money was already there thanks to the digital technology. But I know this is the importance of these seminars. You may not learn many things, but whether you attend a lecture, whether you attend pedicons, whether you attend anything, it is just one tip that can change so many things. You know, we hear so many leaders talking about this thing. So we take one point home and then we can learn so many things. So I think that is what these Infonars are. They will at least give you some information. They will give you stimulation. They will give you insight. And then you can work from there. So continuing with our today's Infonar, we have very learned speakers, and we will learn how to manage our own this thing on our own with the help of technology. I think a little disclaimer that before trying everything hands on yourself, it is like a thin or a sharp knife. If you get addicted and if you do not use these financial apps in a proper way, you can make or you can lose money. So be careful. listen to this talk carefully. And again, I welcome all the speakers and all the persons who are listening to this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sanjay sir, for enlightening us regarding our planning regarding Infonars. And our own theme is the Infonar itself is very explanatory regarding the ignorance is no longer bliss. What you told, if it will be the properly not utilized, it will definitely have a double-edged sword. So today's topic will be the technology and personal finance management. It's part 2. Already we just discussed before 15 days about that part 1. And today we having our own faculty from our own specialty pediatricians. Let's I introduce them one by one. Our first speaker, respected speaker is Dr. S. Thirumalai Kulundu. I introduced him first because he is very respected person, though he is going to speak secondly, and because he is our own faculty. He is basically a consultant pediatrician from the Tamil Nadu. He president of the IAP Tamil Nadu in 2017, with a past EB member of the Central IAP and very financial wizard, and that's why he is a financial committee member of the Central IAP also. He honored the by the various awards like the Active Pediatrician Award and Humanitarian Award from the Red Cross. The publication what he did not related with our pediatrics, but it will be related with the investment, and that itself says what is his passion, not the pediatric, but the how he can enrich us about the investment. And it's a special achievement. It is requested by the American Journal of the Pediatrics to joint editorial board in the review in the financial articles. And he is going to speak on the introduction to personal finance management and nectar and inventory technique. Our second speaker is our own EB member of the CMIC 2020, Dr. Ajay Kumar. He is also the ex-treasurer of the CMIC and founder secretary of the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana State CMIC chapter, fellow member of the Central IAP, and Central IAP EB member 3 times in 2015, so 10, 15 and 2019, treasurer of the National Pedicon 2010, founder secretary of the FPS IAP 2011 to 16. Itself indicate how he is interested in the finance. He is a chief organizing secretary of the FPCP Pedicon 2016 and CIP Finance Committee member 2018. So our two speakers are the was the Finance Committee member of the Central IAP and enriched us in Central IAP also. The leader, he also the lead coordinator of the FC Finance Fitness course of the PEDS 8 and president of the TCB PEDS Andhra Pradesh and NNF chapters. So with this short introduction, I am now handing over to the mic to the stage to the both the speaker, because today we have a slightly long session. So be here after them very carefully. Thank you. Today we will first start with the Dr. Ajay Kumar. He is going to give us the thing about the top 3 personal finance technology mobile app and hands-on demo. Sir.
Very good evening to you all. Respected Dr. Pallab Chatterjee, Chairman, Secretary Dr. Samir Shah, my co-speaker today, Dr. Thirumalai Kulundu sir, Dr. Sanjeev Goel, Dr. Cecil, Treasurer, Dr. Jagdish Chenappa, and other dignitaries in the webinar today. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. The moment I offered to deal with some follow-up action last Infonars, Dr. Sanjeev has readily accepted, and I also requested him that Dr. Thirumalai Kulundu, who's recently finished a very popular series of talk or webinars for Pediatric Academy of Telangana, and he also readily agreed to give it, and we will go ahead and try and see if we can try to finish a very vast and big subject in a allotted time. I'll start sharing the screen. The topic allotted to me, as already informed by Dr. Samisha, is top free financial technology mobile apps for personal financial management. And I'll end up this talk. I'll try to give a small demo of a brief period to give you some glimpse or a curtain raiser for these apps. So the pandemic, as Dr. Tirmalai was telling in the pre-session today, that has created a lot of interest and having a free time in ourselves. The finance income, the practice, for the private practitioners, pediatricians of IAP have definitely taken a beating. So there is a need to create a second source of income to achieve this financial freedom. So why we should do it? Inflation, taxes, our retirement corpus, longevity of our life. We retire at 65, but we are living at till 85 years. We have a lot of family goals to do. We have our needs and wants. So these are few of the things which we need to consider to get involved systematically in the financial management of our life. Of course, the income part, the savings and the investment does take a priority. If you don't have an income, there is no saving. There is no saving means there is no investment. So I'll try to highlight and see that what is happening in the finance world around us. We are the largest financial technology market after USA, China, and UK. And despite the COVID, the financial technology companies which are there in our country are really, really positive on the long-term growth, which is a report actually published by International Monetary Fund. If you can see our India, the pink, we are 2.9 trillion economy, and we already have 2,100 financial technology apps, websites, or companies floated in our country. If you see America, they are 21 trillion, $21.5 trillion economy, and they have got 10,000 financial technology apps. So proportion of the projected financial wealth in India in the financial year 2022 is like this. If you see there, the direct equity will go investment from the public of India will go up to 25%. And fixed deposits will come down definitely and will be projected to be around 18%. So this is the various reports has come for the wealth in the year 2022. The population which is participating globally also in this financial markets is very, very huge and varied. If you see, India, only 3% of the population participate in the financial markets compared to 55% of USA. And the mutual fund which we had the last session, the penetration across the nation, the India stands at 16% vis-a-vis compared to 145% in USA. Even though these are the poor participation of the current population of India in the financial markets, in the finances per se, we are still the 7th largest stock market in the world as per the Bloomberg. Even though we are, as I said, is 2.7 trillion GDP compared to the USA. The states which boost or which really claim to have a highest population participating in the financial market, not just stock market here, which I mentioned in this particular slide, is definitely Maharashtra. Next comes Gujarat. Sanjeev Goel, Samir Shah should feel very proud of it. And then we have got UP, Telangana, Chennai, Bangalore, etc. Even though the total registered investors as per the SEBI is about 6.9 crores active accounts. So the financial technology, the mobile apps, which are the new wave technology, is expected to value from today's $20 billion to almost $63 billion by 2025, which is a huge market potential for this sector. Even though 2% of the population invest in the stocks, out of this 3% which I said, only 2% invest in the stocks and the 1% invest in other financial instruments compared to 55% of USA. So to kickstart the financial journey with the small steps, we should have a small sort of a mobile financial technology apps. There are almost 300 startups which are focusing on robo-advisory, personal financial management. And as I said, it's the fastest growing financial market ahead of USA today. And internet penetration, recently I've read the report, is almost increased by 9% in 1 year alone with the increased digital adoption. So it's going to be the important tool for all of us to take care of our own personal finances. Apparently also there is increasing disposable incomes, as last time Mr. Sanjeev Singhvi was telling, especially from the salaried persons, not from the private practitioners who depend upon day-to-day practice, but from the salaried person, because there is no spending also. So the increased investor awareness and also participation from tier 2 cities propelling this growth leaps and bounds. So to begin with, any financial investment or investment planning, we should have a budget planning. This is what all the financial advisors tell us. And what exactly is the budget is, it actually tracks our expenses. So we have got, I picked up the popular apps. Walnut was mentioned by last 15 days back speaker on the first part 1 of our talk. I have also gone through most of these apps: Mint, Pocket Guard, Good Budget, Moneyfy, Valet, Expense. The number 8 Quicken, which has now come up with a very lighter app called Simplify, is a Canada-based company, and it's available. Most of them are not free. These budget apps are by paid version. I used Quicken 2 decades back on my laptop, earlier on desktop. It definitely was worth using it at that time. It just tracks the budget, your expenses, and it also connects with our bank accounts. So you have everything under one app. So budget apps are also necessary if you want to go a little more technologically advanced, but a Excel sheet is good enough. These are the financial technology apps which has got a popularity in our population. Recently I have picked up ZERODHA, which has got a Kite and Coin, Upstocks, GROWW, Kuvera, Scriptbox, which we dealt last time, ET Money, InMoney, STOCKEDGE, and Squirrel. So utilizing financial apps and reading about them, knowing about them, is not just creating wealth or you're hungry for money or trying to make more money. It is only to structure your financial planning. You have to be more control of your wealth, you're more control of your retirement, your taxation, your family needs, I said earlier. So these are the needs and necessary, which becomes a little easy if you're a little well-known or adopt one of these apps for your day-to-day management. There are other apps which I have mentioned on the right side, like PhonePe, we all use every day. They are not really exclusively financial technology apps, but they have got a multidisciplinary apps. They also deal with this Paytm Money, small case, etc. Just now, Sanjeev told MyCams he discovered 3 lakhs rupees. So that shows the reliability and also the safety of your funds through these apps. That's one thing I really appreciate, Sanjeev. You have brought up and told to our audience, from MyCams, you could get and retrieve your 3 lakhs, which was there in the mutual fund past 15 years. Screener is another app. WhatsApp is now going to come up with the finance, and that's going to be a game changer in future. There are about 173 personal finance management apps available in India today, but I'm not going to deal anything even in the top 10 also, because it's very difficult, and telling about each is time consuming. You will learn it over a period of time. The dazzling growth of this financial technology in India, you can see these are the startup companies which have made these technology apps. The Bangalore leads the way. The 447 apps which were startups which are there in Bangalore, they have these apps in the market or in the internet. Comes next is Bombay. And this is all well due to the developed public digital infrastructure well laid by the government with its pro-innovation regulatory and policy regime. These are the 10 apps. It's not mine. I have picked up from an article by Monika Ghosh, which was published in the Singapore Financial Technology magazine. And she has mentioned about these apps, and I thought, because I'm also using 2 of them from there, and I thought I will definitely deal one after another a little bit about them. So the Mumbai and Bangalore themselves represent about 40% of the whole complete scenario ecosystem of financial technology startups and their apps, which we are seeing today. This is a technology which depends upon the algorithm, or what we call is artificial intelligence, or the cloud-based technology, and they have a robotics by which they manage most of the information and come quickly with the very fast pictures which we come up in the mobile, or for us on the laptop or on the desktop which we use. Even the only thing is that you should have a good smartphone with you, you should have a connected mobile banking services, and you should have the knowledge of the financial management, which I'm sorry, I'm actually talking about this in the beginning because Dr. Kolondu was coming late from the clinic, but without having a knowledge, as Dr. Sanjeev has also warned and informed, cautioned, without having a sound strategy basics of financial management, which Dr. Kolondu sir will tell us, we should not deal and get addicted to this financial apps and lose our time, our patience, and our money in this. They are having a double-edged weapon. They are so intuitive, they are so attractive, they are so cool to look at it and operate, that you should be very careful in investing and not losing the money. So the algorithm, the cloud, the artificial intelligence has really changed the situation. The mother of all the financial technology which we are seeing in India is the Robinhood. Robinhood is an app about 4 or 5 years back, which was floated, introduced, and founders are none other than USA Baiju Bhatt from India. He is an Indian American there, along with another Bulgarian friend of his. He has actually discovered this app, and he became too popular with the millennials, and he's immediately garnered almost 1 million customers to his apps, and the American youngsters are really crazy about these apps. And I recently learned, my daughter who's telling, you're talking dad on this, I've been using this app from past 4 years or 5 years. She was telling, you are all new to it. I said, yeah, India is a little bit lagging behind. Maybe our age also doesn't catch up with this technology and the mobile. But anyway, this is the one which actually made waves all over the world. It is now valued as, just see the valuation, $32 billion. And it raised something like $2 billion in the NASDAQ. And it is built, the main highlight was that it's zero commission model. That means it doesn't charge any money from the investors who want to transact, buy and sell stocks in this. So it's a departure from the traditional broking model. And that's how the millennials flock to it. And not only that, it has got a very inbuilt, intuitive way of predicting what's your next step by artificial intelligence, as I said earlier. And there is a screen is so beautiful, animated, confetti like added. It adds the excitement to a boring subject like buying and selling and finances, management of our own. And he wanted to make this as easy as email, or as easy as an Amazon buying some articles from this online things. But the highlight is it's no commission. Hence, the Robinhood was the first timers who are going into this particular financial market and liked it. Suddenly, we had these apps floated in our country and becoming so popular. We heard this last time. The key feature here is it is a very good app for mutual funds. It has a curated best mutual funds here. It can track your investments, etc. It was downloaded on 1 lakh times. It is only a small app of 11 MB, and it is rated almost as a 4 out of 5. And investors cannot, but only problem is that you can only go for a regular option in the mutual fund investment, not the direct. STOCKEDGE is another app which we have come across. It's a research app. Basically, it shows us the fundamental and technical analysis. The best part is, at the end of the day, it shows all the data and gives you a quick data analysis, and provides a couple of free scanners, or what you call filters, to use to make the decisions for you. In the money, last time some of our participants asked the questions to our speaker last time. It's a app which all the portfolio tracking happens, and it can gives its job really very good. And it's like a money control. Those who have used, some of the participants here who have used this money control app to go through the analysis of various funds and companies available, and it integrates the employment provident fund and also national pension scheme in its this thing. And it also can get your email client, and whenever you get some information about these schemes, it can get absorbed. Upstock is by Ratan Tata as an investor. It has taken a lot of traction in the mobile financial techs. It deals in the both BSE and National Stock Exchange, and also commodity exchange. It has got a daily turnover of 15,000 crores, which is phenomenal. 2.5 lakh people have downloaded it. About 8 MB app size. It's a very small and a very light app. 4.4 is the rating. And it is backed by marquee investors, as I said, Tiger Global and Ratan Tata. Screener is actually a very big app. It's not for us beginners or youngsters. It is a stock analysis app. It screens. You have has a tools for the investor to check various other fundamentals, results, reports of the companies, and you can create your own parameters and filters to select the stocks. This is what is taking India by storm. I think in my all preparation of this talk, I have learned and found out about ZERODHA. ZERODHA is a brokerage firm now. It's a bootstrapped company. I learned this word recently. The bootstrap means actually it did not attract or raise any funding for it to grow to this level. Everything is started on its own. It's a self-funded, self-money company, and it is headquartered in Bangalore. It is valued now as $1 billion. It's the largest brokerage firm in a short span of 10 years. It's a 10 years old company. It has gathered 5 million users, and it is actually discovered by brothers Nitin Kamath and Nikhil Kamath. They live in Bangalore. They are youngsters. And they have named it as ZERODHA very peculiarly. It is a portmanteau words of zero and rodha. Rodha in Sanskrit means barrier. It was launched. It has become a unicorn. Again, this word I've learned. Unicorn is nothing but a company which gets valuation in the investors' language, in the angel investors' language, which attains a value.
It appears that we have lost him.
These two brothers are making the dent in the investment. I don't know why it has become. See the screen. It's such a simple screen, white color. When they went to register, I believe the SEBI said, this is such a simple, just 2 words there. We can't come back with a better screen which are there in the market, but they remain with it. And this is their flagship app called Kite. And I will talk to you if the time permits. This is the one I'm going to demonstrate to you. It has got a flawless design, a very clean, clutter-free, minimalistic nature, and you have got various other things. ZERODHA has also gone into another promoted a company called Small Case. Now Small Case is also based from Bangalore, and it has got a first thematic investing app wherein companies like HDFC Securities, Edelweiss, Angel Broking, Kotak Securities, Motilal Oswal, they all are using this particular app, which gives you your own model portfolio or investment and create your own diversification. So it reduces the risk and gives you the flexibility to modify the portfolio, unlike the mutual funds. So it was founded in 5 years back by another cousin of Kamath and other 2 persons, and the companies which have given and invested it's not a bootstrap company, but these are the people who have invested in it, including HDFC Bank and other angels. So there is a portfolio called all weather investing. Most of these big people are using that particular portfolio, and you can have a look at it later on. GROWW is the second best app which I felt, and I'm also using personally this. Recently I started. Again, this is from Bangalore, and this company has raised $140 million. In Wikipedia it is mentioned. It has also reached a valuation of 1 billion. This is the second unicorn of the financial technology app in India. It's only a 5 years old company. And these are the 4 people from Flipkart. They resigned from Flipkart and joined and made this company called GROWW. And it's really, really senior friendly. They say it works better. It has got a better interface. It has got a clean user experience. And they first started as mutual fund investment specialists. Especially they had named their app called Coin. And it became a very big hit. Actually, they came with a WhatsApp group like us. Maybe our WhatsApp group later on will make one more financial app for our pediatricians and IAP. I don't know if we start working on it. So they also grew from a WhatsApp group, started mutually exchanging views and all that. There are other apps like MyCams, ET Money, Neo Money, Paytm Money, and PhonePe. They are all integrated. And Squirrel. This is an app from Gurgaon, and this is also very popular in northern India. And this app also got languages like English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Gujarati, Bengali, Marathi, Kannada, all these things. So they are penetrating in the tier 2, tier 3 cities, and also with the population which doesn't know English. So the handicap that these apps have got English operations is overcome by these startups. Squirrel is an app which is really good for the income tax calculation for doctors. I have seen this 7 particular things like how to file tax returns, section 44AA, etc., etc. So have a look at Squirrel app and plan your income tax also through this. So PhonePe, though not a specifically a app for the fintech, but definitely fintech, but it's has a formidable owners, and they are now slowly venturing out. It is owned by Flipkart, and Flipkart, as you know, is owned by Walmart. So Walmart in turn controls this PhonePe, and we all are using it. I am using it, PhonePe, for usually for transferring money and transacting. So the investment module is good. It has got a seamless KYC procedure and efficient SIP management, and it has got mutual fund, etc., etc. The Paytm Money, which we are seeing, also is a very good app, but it is owned by Ant Financial Company by Jack Ma, Alibaba of China. So we being having little issues with China, Paytm Money handling, which is owned by Jack Ma, Alibaba of China, we have to really take our own call on that. WhatsApp is going to make a big breakthrough. We all know that there are 400 million WhatsApp users in India. We are the largest WhatsApp users in the country. It was purchased by Facebook by, I think, $19 billion. And that data is now being used for WhatsApp finance. And it will make a lot of difference. So, okay, what will happen if the WhatsApp comes into finance? Because 90% of the workforce will be covered. And as there is many people are not having banking services, it can give rise to access to the financial market to these people. So that ends the coverage of the briefly about the financial technology apps. And if time permits, I'll just give you how we can open and access this financial app. This is a pre-recorded, available on YouTube video. I'll just play it for you, and we will see. It demonstrates in 2 minutes how we can open so easily, upload the account, open the account, and upload our KYC requirements through this app. Just bear with me for 2 minutes, and we will go through this video.
And 15 minutes. So let's start the process. First, take a photo of these 3 documents using your phone. Number 1, your PAN card. Number 2, your signature. Just take a plain paper, sign it, and take a photo of it. And number 3, your bank proof. The easiest bank proof is a cancelled check. Just take a blank check and write cancelled across it. Don't sign it and take a photo. If you don't have your checkbook, then you can even upload your passbook or bank statement. Don't worry, I'll show you where to upload these. Apart from these 3 photos, also keep your Aadhaar card handy because you'll need your Aadhaar card number during the registration process. After you have these 4 documents ready, then the ZERODHA account opening process is pretty self-explanatory. And I've also partnered with ZERODHA to get you an amazing deal. And enter your phone number. Confirm your phone number by entering the OTP. Next, enter your name and email ID. Confirm your email ID by entering the OTP you have received on your email. On this next screen, enter your PAN number and date of birth. Hit continue. If you just want to trade in equity, pay only 200 rupees. But if you want to include commodity, then you need to pay 100 rupees more. Select the payment option you like the most, UPI, card or net banking, and make the payment. On this next form, enter some basic details about your background, like marital status, mom's name, trading experience, occupation, etc. And then click on continue. Next, you'll see this link bank account screen. Here, enter your branch IFSC code, MICR code, and your bank account number. Read the declarations, click on them if you agree, and hit continue. Next is this webcam verification screen. Allow ZERODHA to use your camera. Write that number you see on the screen, which is 2011 in this case, on a piece of paper. Hold that paper in front of your mobile and click on this button called capture. By the way, that's Kamini. She's from my team. She helped me with this account opening process because my account is already open and functioning. In fact, I'm going to show you my account when we are going to buy and sell shares in the next section. Next, you'll see this upload document screen. If you remember, we took some photos at the start of this video. So upload those photos here of your cancelled check, signature, and PAN. You don't need to upload your income proof if you are just buying and selling equity stocks. So I am skipping that. After uploading your documents, hit on the e-sign button. You will see this email authentication screen. After you click here, enter the code they sent to your email ID. Now, e-sign the document. On this form, read the declaration. Enter your Aadhaar card number, enter the OTP they've sent to your mobile phone, and click Verify OTP. You will see a document like this. Check it out and hit Sign Now. You will come back to the screen. Enter your Aadhaar card number again. Enter OTP and hit Verify. Now you will see this green screen that says Sign Successful, and you will be redirected back to the ZERODHA screen. Click on Finish and we are done. Congratulations, you have completed your account opening process, even if you tutorial.
So, so that was the small tutorial, low little detail, but that's how it is easy. That is just 15 minutes and you can finish the main uploading and also enrolling in the opening an account in the ZERODHA. Now I'll take you, this is about the GROWW, and we all know Rachna Ranade. This is a small video again, how to play around with the GROWW, but I will demonstrate to you live through my account, and I'll take that 1 minute break for that. Not 1 minute, for a few seconds break. Yeah, I'll just close this and I open my, yeah, this is the Kite dashboard. Can you see my screen?
It's coming.
Yeah, so this is the Kite has got a symbol, that red arrow there, and this is the screen which you are seeing. It has got a dashboard which tells us the
Still not came.
It's not there. It's not there yet.
Still not came. Still not came.
It is not.
It's not seen. It's not seen.
Oh, okay. Please remove the window from the shared screen is coming. Resume share. Can you see now?
Not yet.
1 minute.
It was seen, Doctor.
Can we see now DIP?
No, no.
I was able to see it a minute back, but then it disappeared again.
That was the PPT presentation, not the demo app. That was not app.
Can
You
you
can
see
try
this?
resharing, Doctor.
Yeah. Please reshare. Stop sharing and reshare.
Okay. Can you see now?
Yes.
Yeah. Friends, this is a screen which you normally see when you open the ZERODHA account, and it has got an app called Kite that is for mainly for the equities and the stocks and other things. And it is mentioned and it is identified by the red arrow like this here. So what you see on the left side is the watch list which you can mention and maintain if you are interested in stock investment. And if you can see the holdings, it will show you what are the holdings as of today. I am holding 2 stocks from Asian Paint and Infi, and that is what the valuation it is. And that is what it is. I don't have any orders, so it doesn't show me anything like that. But what are the funds I have invested and what is the balance I have in my account? It shows like that. So there is another tab which gives you the apps. Remember, these are the financial technology apps which gives you immense amount of education in the finances, management, and etc. So there is a app called Coin, I told you, which deals with ZERODHA. But the most interesting app in ZERODHA is the Varsity mobile app. And if you go and open the Varsity app, it has got host of webinars, YouTubes introducing you to the number of topics on personal financial management. And the console gave me in the ZERODHA gives me the breakup per se. So this is my account and this is what the equity has got 23,000. And what are the sectors I've invested? So this shows that information technology, this shows that there are the materials I've invested, and these are the stocks names which it shows us in the pie chart or some similar to pie chart, and that is how it is depicted in this particular console. So ZERODHA has got a very simple and very beautiful interface for all of us. So and then you just have account details for all of us, and then that shows us how to get these things. So now going back to the another app called GROWW, which I will share with you.
Dr. Ajay, you are muted. Dr. Ajay, you are muted.
Yeah, can you see this now?
It's the old console only.
Console, okay. So then
So I think again
this one, can you see this?
No, sir, it's the same. Yeah, I think you have to again stop sharing and reshare.
Can I resume sharing? Yeah. Can you see now?
No, nothing is visible.
1 minute. Yeah, it will come just now.
Yes.
Yeah.
GROWW.
So this is the GROWW app interface. You see, this is a little more user-friendly, they say. That's why it's become more popular with the millennials. In the short span of 5 years, it has become more popular. So this is the stocks holding. It will tell us, see those 2 holding of the company. These are the mutual funds. Also, you can deal with that. And you can have fixed deposit. This is a new thing which they have come. You can explore in the fixed deposit. You will get various other banks names and the percentages of interest what they are giving for various durations. So you can select it, and straight away you need not open a bank account. You already have a bank account with them, and that it goes into that. You can have also gold market also there. It shows us the daily stock, and people who are interested, they can also do the US stocks in the mutual fund, who are investing directly into the American financial market like Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, etc. And these are through the mutual fund or ETFs. So this app has become a little more popular and has gotten a little wider, and it has received a lot of innovation awards recently from the governmental agencies. So that finishes my demonstration briefly about this particular 2 apps of ZERODHA and GROWW, Kite and GROWW, and I hand over the mic back to the secretary. Thank you very much. Dr. Sanisha.
Yes. Thank you, sir, for the excellent elaboration regarding what the app can do for you and how we can utilize wisely to get our investment at one place, and we can utilize the intelligence of the person who are really in the market. So without wasting much time, I just hand over mic to the Dr. Kulun.